If you're in Southern California or anywhere within driving distance, you need to check out the super bloom that happens in Anza Borrego State Park. It's all super accessible and absolutely stunning. With all of the water that has inundated California recently, we were lucky enough to have an incredible super bloom happening right now, March 2023, which is when I visited. Just 2 hours outside of San Diego, you can venture to this eclectic desert spot packed with viewpoints. If you're seeking out the super bloom but would like to make a day of exploring, check out my top favorite spots to visit in a video called Why You Should Visit Anza Borrego. Link up top or in the video description. This is my third year visiting the Anza Borrego super bloom. I visited in 2017, 2019, and now in 2023. In previous years, gold and orange seemed to be the color of the season, but this year I see a little bit of a shift. The flowers you'll see most in 2023 is the purple desert sand verbena and the yellow Parrish's gold poppy and desert sunflowers, along with small patches of white dune evening primrose. The first and one of the most popular spots I visited was Henderson Canyon Road. So we are at wildflower spot number 1. There's a couple spots we're going to check out while also checking the sculptures, but the first spot is located on this giant meadow, and I'm going to put the GPS coordinates right here. I actually put Henderson Canyon Road in my GPS before this, and it sent me to some golf course, and I was like, no, this is not it. I've been here before. But I ended up copying and pasting the exact coordinates into Google Maps, and it worked perfectly, and it sent me here. And this is where you want to be. I hope you can catch it because it's gonna be quick. Thank you, California, for all that rain. We needed it. Be sure to park safely off the pavement along the expansive meadow. You'll find this spot between Borrego Valley Road and Highway S2. Be sure to check my blog for directions. Although purple seems to be the color of the season all over Anza Borrego, you'll find that in this area it's predominantly covered in yellow desert sunflowers and Parrish's gold poppy flowers, with patches of purple desert verbena. The expansive mountain backdrop and open meadow make this my favorite spot. I could hang out here all day. We got here at about 10 a.m. and it felt like we had the place to ourselves, although we did visit earlier during the super bloom, so depending on the time of year really depends on the crowds.
Party had to be so crazy, sun kissed by the Cali. All the girls got the bodies. Take a shot on shorty.
We're going from fields of yellow to fields of purple in Coyote Canyon. Head north on Giorgio Road, which is one road east of Christmas Circle, and don't worry, I'll put all the details on my blog, link in the description. And when you go down this road, when the paved road ends, you can continue on to the dirt road to venture farther into Coyote Canyon, or you can park in the dirt parking lot along the meadow and interactive kiosk, which is where we chose to park. This spot felt more popular and packed with people than Henderson Canyon Road, but it was also later in the day when we visited. This meadow is a beautiful sea of purple desert sand verbena and an epic mountain backdrop. We could even see some snow-topped mountains in the distance. Nice. The only difference between this spot and Henderson Canyon Road was that there were a lot more bees here. So I guess as a weird pro tip, if you are allergic to bees, I recommend bringing an EpiPen with you, because as we were walking through the meadow, I just noticed there was a lot of buzzing and we did get chased by a couple bees. They were harmless. They leave you alone for the most part, but just something to note that there is a little bit of a difference. There's a lot of people here. Personally, we think the other spot is way prettier, even though this one has a lot of purple. But dude, anti-people. Let's take a look around.
Yeah, everybody's talking about a we're gonna own it night. 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 Yeah, we're waking up the neighbors till it's 5 a.m. Like we're rich and famous.
A lot of people love this spot, but I'm going to call Giorgio Road my honorable mention as far as super bloom spot viewing goes. This meadow is off a semi-busy road and is packed with more desert sand verbena, so it's a beautiful sea of purple again. But in my opinion, it's a pretty spot, but just not as scenic as my other two favorite ones. But if you want to track them all down, this is definitely worth a view. Also, something special to note that when you're going out to Anza Borrego to view the super blooms, please tread lightly. Be sure to be careful not to step on any flowers and definitely leave no trace behind, which means no trash. You pack it in, you pack it out. Are you ready to head out and see the super bloom? Better to head out sooner rather than later. Typically, the super bloom season occurs roughly from February through May. I went at the end of March and the super bloom is definitely in full bloom, and it might peak very soon. I recommend visiting mid-April if you can, but be prepared for more crowds as it gets later into the season. You can check the Wildflower Report and other websites for updates before you go. If you go to this website, which is also listed in the description below or on my blog, you'll find an interactive flower map and current updates of where the best blooms are and how to find them. I'll put a few additional resources to check out in the description for wildflower info. Make a day of exploring Anza Borrego. It's a hidden gem of Southern California. If you'd like to learn my top favorite spots, be sure to check out my video called Why You Should Visit Anza Borrego. Explore the metal sculptures and the hidden palm oases and the Badland viewpoints. Definitely worth your visit. As always, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and be sure to like and subscribe to the channel because that would be friggin' awesome and I would love to bring you more travel content. And remember, no risk, no magic. Catch you in the next one.
So much unsaid inside my head, I want to say to you. Can't wait forever, just tell me